Hey guys, DMic here for another episode of Super Mario Galaxy. We're going to be getting legitimate stars today, as opposed to the illegitimate variety. We're going to finish up the Dreadnought Galaxy while we're at it. Might as well. So we've got the last one that's scheduled, the Revenge of the Topman Tribe. We'll see how this one goes. We've had a couple of run-ins with the Topmans, causing some chaos. I don't remember them actually being too difficult, if we're being completely honest. A mild inconvenience at worst. Ooh, I wasn't sure it was going to give me that, but it did, thank you. So once again, we are dilly-dallying with these top-based bullies. Not really that difficult to do. I like that you have to aggressively murder them to get access to the Luma. Like they were somehow controlling the ability to power that dome just with pure spite and hatred. So being the final star of this galaxy, I have a feeling that it's going to be a little lengthy, hopefully not too bad. Because like I was saying in the previous episodes, I'm still trying to maintain a relatively good clip of star gathering, because this is episode 19, and I don't really want this Let's Play to be too long. There are projects in the future that I've got coming up that I would like to get a move on, and the reason for that is because there's actually the choices that I have for the future games that I'm going to be playing are predetermined, but there are also some games that are coming out in a timeline where I'd like to actually get kind of at the forefront of playing them, so we'll see how that goes. Let's run around here and grab this life shroom here. That's for my sanity. So we have some pull star shenanigans here, trying to get us to this minefield. What better way to finish off a galaxy in such a fun way than... Okay. Well, we're gonna... Well, that was great. That's just what you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to run into the same mine multiple times, or the same cannonball multiple times while trying to dodge the mines. For some reason, my brain was treating this progression as some sort of RNG base, but it's not. It's entirely static. My brain is definitely screwed on straight, everybody, don't worry. It's been one of those kinds of days. So let's get in this launch star. That wasn't too bad. I think having to ride that platform and dodge everything subsequently was a little more tough than using the pull stars. So for once, I guess using the pull stars wasn't a complete disaster. Might have actually been the easier of the two methods of progress. So I'm not entirely sure what the point of this is. It's a little extra kind of a gauntlet, I guess. Oh, there's our saving grace here is the life shroom. There's a chest over there, but we're not going to bother with it. The game is trying to be, I guess, kind of fiddly and a little difficult in giving you that to get through, but I feel like this isn't really that tough. I say that and I might be putting my foot in my mouth entirely, which I've been known to do, but if this is the same rehashed fight a third time after trying to jump through those little lasers, those Venn diagrams of danger, it wasn't really that bad, if I'm being completely honest. I don't even know if the AI of this fight has changed at all. It feels like the largest of the Topmen, the patriarch Topman, is a little more evasive. I'm noticing that. Having a little bit of trouble getting to it. Hopefully we can... Okay. So you gotta take out the... You have to murder its children first, and then it will stop being so defensive. So I totally get it. It's Mother Nature, I think. Does that count for robots or like whatever these are supposed to be? Like I'm assuming that like to some extent these top creatures are sentient, but Is it nature? I don't know. Post in the comments below. No, I have no idea. I'm not entirely sure what these are supposed to be in terms of like the lore of Mario, if these are like real or not. But there's like magical creatures in Mario, so I feel like that's fair. In all of the Mario games, there's like magical races and species and stuff. So I mean, it's not entirely unfair to think that like these could be considered magical. But once again, oh, that should have counted of a knockout right there, but it did not. But that was that. We're 5 minutes in. Got our first start. Took us about 10 less minutes than last time. That was really brutal, to be honest. Having to click the save button and then have everything processed and then it say that the render had failed. It was one of those moments of like just pure agony of knowing that I'd have to redo it. It was right after I finished it too. I think that was the worst part, was that I had done a really good job with approaching the stars from the last episode. It was very tidy. Wasn't a whole lot of headache. I mean, aside from like just being bad at the game, so just kind of normal. But aside from like the normal frustrations, I thought the episode went really well and I was super pleased with myself. So this galaxy normally has kind of a spooky, kind of wistful soundtrack, but because of this Monty Mole bubble guy, it sounds kind of like cartoonish and I don't really care for it as much. I feel like the Deep Dark Galaxy shouldn't sound like I'm like at a carnival. So because he is ruining the beautiful soundtrack of this environment, let's put him out of his misery. That's what you do when you're listening to music and somebody interrupts that and ruins what you're trying to do. The course of action that you take is to ground pound them on the head. That was not legal advice, so do not take what I just said with anything more than a grain of hypothetical fake salt. So if you actually do that to somebody, that's on you. I do not hold any responsibility for any ground poundings of civilians that fans of this show may do. So just don't. That's my recommendation. So let's get our flame on. Hop back. I don't remember this being... I'm trying to think about how this mission goes. Oh, this is... Probably should light these up. Actually, I don't think I even need to. I think this mission actually requires a little bit of a dive into the cave, and it requires... Yes. So this mission is a little different. It's not quite as aquatic as the previous ones. Instead, we're going to be doing some jumping. I think we need an ice flower, though. Thanks, Toad. I just said that. So let's try and figure out where we can get an ice flower. There might have been one nearby. I'm not entirely sure. Let's take a look around. I'm wondering if lighting all of the torches, getting into this area would have netted me that ice flower. It's looking like that might be the case, so I'm gonna have to go back and get it. This is what we call pro playing, everybody. This is an elite, well-researched, and comprehensive Let's Play. So let's grab this fire flower one more time. It'd be kind of funny, though, if it was the fire flower that was the catalyst to you getting an ice flower. That's a little ironic, I suppose. Let's see if that's the case. If not, then I'm just a double dingus, which is entirely possible. And there it is. Our bunch of hunch was correct. So this is nice, though, because since we are Ice Mario, we can run across the water here and do some fancy jumpins. Hopefully on our first try. Maybe. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Got some Octoroks here. No, sir. Excuse you. That's one of the rare instances when hitting an enemy like that gets you the star bits that you... It just feels very cathartic, I suppose. Would like to backflip here. Thank you. Alright. So we don't really need star bits anymore. I think that that's kind of the conclusion that I've drawn, since I had to redo the mission prior. Missions prior, I should say. That, yeah, I don't really think I need star bits, because I have the one Hungry Luma, which is... which is going to get me the 1600 that I need. But realistically speaking, I don't think that there's much more that the game has me do Hungry Luma-wise. Now, I could be entirely wrong. I could be talking on my behind. There could be another... Oh, I don't think I was supposed to go down here. This is saying that I am, but I just went this way. So I think I'm just about to go in a circle. That's great. We are doing awesome. And by awesome, I mean going in a circle. So let's try that again. Can't imagine it would have us come up here twice. I think I was actually supposed to catch that bubble that was being spouted at me. Unless I wasn't, I don't know. So we'll try it again. We'll kill Kamek in the process. Yeah, it's weird. Some enemies, when you smash into them like that, they turn into coins. And then other ones, they give you star bits. So I'm not entirely sure what the rhyme or reason to that is, but I don't know. So we're here on this miniature sort of grassland and aquatic galaxy, planetoid, where all these Cheeps are dying. So we're watching a mass extinction event in real time as we get bubbled away. So I remember this being very strange, what we're supposed to do here. It's kind of like hurting my brain, because I'm not entirely sure if like... So we're on the top part of the planet, but it doesn't feel like it. So yeah, we have to ground pound the tennis balls inside. They don't even look like tennis balls, but whatever. It's kind of hard to like tell what is like close to you and what isn't. What things get to the surface versus when they're not at the surface. So this like is really tricky for my brain. Thankfully there's safety coins because I am not doing well. But we have to knock all three of those golden balls into the watermelon. So you have to find the point of contact where they hit the top of the dome, or the sphere, I guess. Spheres inside of a sphere is very weird. This is actually really hurting my brain, so hopefully I can figure this out soon. There we go. Grab another coin here for safety. Game is pretty generous right here. Oh, come on now. Looks like this one follows a pretty similar path up and around, so we should be able to take advantage here. There we go. And somehow hitting that melon in the middle of the thing. Oh! That might be the best way that I've died. I'm really tempted to make that the the thumbnail, but I already used that one last time, so I don't really want to do that. But that was really funny. Oh goodness. I mean, if you're coming here for pro playing, that's exactly what you're gonna get. This is absolutely flawless, record-breaking, remarkable gameplay. So yeah, the big thing here is just to find the spot where they kind of float around and to not get hit by the lasers. But it's very tricky. Like, this is definitely like kind of an optical illusion based on where the laser origin is. So you just kind of have to find that point where it seems to line up with the edge of the lasers, and then with like the... Oh, come on. I was totally going for the coin. That's not cool. Well, take 3. We're getting close to candy bar range. Take 5. I do like the kind of springy sound that the Cheeps make as they flutter around to their doom because they are not capable of surviving in this environment. So pretty uncool. I mean, in fairness, I'm not entirely sure how Mario was surviving because there's no... I'm not sure what kind of air there is out here, but apparently there's enough. Oop. Okay. And that's the tough part, is like getting... Once all the spheres kind of clang together, it's getting... it's getting the, just the right amount of jumping around. Oh, come back. Come back, please. And you have to be right on top of it. So that's kind of the annoying part, is to nail that ground pound. And then sometimes it fakes you out because you're not entirely sure if the... You're not entirely sure if the laser beam that's coming out is above you or coming the other way. Ugh, come on, game. Throw a guy a bone. Please. Oh my goodness. I do not want to have to do this a 4th time. Whew. Almost did. It's just so incessant, you know? Grab a safety coin. Come back. Yeah, this is brutal. Grab the other safety coin. Because I'm not... do not want to do this again. Okay. So we at least have 2 lives now to prepare ourselves for the impending electroshock doom. I think it's kind of a jerk move that they keep the laser beams going after you finish that up. That's stupid. Not cool game design, Nintendo. Step your game up. This wonderful game. Okay. For as much progress as we made on the first star and how that wasn't too difficult, it is kind of embarrassing that it took me that long. I'm just gonna go ahead and knock this galaxy out. Might as well while I'm here. And then I am gonna try to sneak in the Hungry Luma if it's not something that I know will take forever. So Guppy, if you remember, is the shark. This one already looks like a mistake. I think we have to chase Guppy around and like follow him through some rings. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Makes me think of... trying to roast a marshmallow here? Or like a piece of meat? Are the toads like... I know that some like parasites, like mushrooms and stuff, like can latch onto like organic hosts and whatnot. But like, are toads carnivorous? Like, do they eat meat? I'm not entirely sure how that works. I'll have to ask him once I'm done recording. So we're gonna swim down here to the bottom of the lake. And I feel like we have to do these in order, if I'm correct. We meet up with Guppy. Where is he? There's our boy. Yeah. Hey, bud. Okay, so this engages this. So we have 8 rings of Guppy. I'm starting to wonder, like, so... Oh, it doesn't give me my shell to keep. That's rude. I don't know if these give me air. I don't think that they do. So... gonna have to actually acquire a coin here so I don't die. We'll pick up that shell along the way. That is kind of uncool that the game didn't let me keep it. Because I had it before. Well, maybe it does give me a little bit of air. I'm not entirely sure. It's fine. We're swimming along. We're hanging out with some jellyfish. Where's number 4 at? Get little boosters. I think it's kind of cool that like he'll just keep pooping out rings, and then just whichever one you get to is the next one, which is kind of convenient. That was actually a difficult kind of dynamic of Mario 64, I think, in one of the water levels where you had to... Oh, okay. Where you had to swim through like a Manta Ring's raise, which was fine, but... Oh, okay. Now we just have to find where the star is, because I don't remember seeing it. So just a second here. It'd be really uncool if the game made you have to go in between those little whirlpools to get it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We've got enough time to... take on the hungry Luma outside. Feed our famished friend. So far, so good. That's 84. We'll end up with 85 by the end of this episode. I like that. Nice round number. We're not going to save. We've learned our lesson. Saving is for chumps. Until you need to. Alright. So, Hungry Luma, have at it, my portly friend. Alright. So this is the most that we've given a Hungry Luma so far. And I don't know if there's one that needs more than this. I feel like there isn't. But I could be wrong. But if not, he's getting all of it. Breaking the bank here. So this was the nice, positive part of having to redo those stars, is that I did get additional star bits in the event that I do need them. Hopefully I do not, but we'll find out later. So here we go. Ooh, this one is, this one is a pain in the butt. I do remember this one not fondly. Gave me some very intense vitriol for rabbits. Playing this level around Easter would have made me a salty Sam, I can tell you that. Alright, so we have a timer, and we also have to hit these 5 switches, which is really obnoxious, because they're hiding the snow that you can clear up, but in order to really clear the snow up, you're gonna need a fire flower, which you can only get if you knock open these chests, which I think I can get with this, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe. I feel like I need a shell, but I'm not 100% certain. So yeah, they're like hiding in the snow, and I think maybe getting the switches secured opens up the fire flower, or gets you a shell. It's all just kind of like parts of a whole that I don't really particularly enjoy. And I have no idea why they thought this was fun. But you don't have a ton of time. I'm already kind of blowing it as it is. I gotta find that final switch, because I don't remember where it is. It's hanging around here somewhere, underneath all this frozen, dusty goodness. So we'll see if I can find it. Probably should have pre-played this one a little bit just for safety. That's okay. So we're just gonna keep running around here, meandering through. It does slow down your momentum quite a bit. So that's the downside of this. I think that that chest with those with that booger that was next to it might be the key to our success. Oh, never mind. There it is. Okay. So now we can go and incinerate this part of the level. We've got a minute to do so, so hopefully we can pull it off. The only downside is you have to keep going back and forth. Okay, so there we go. Got the shell. Be cool if this would be another fire flower, but I don't think it is. Oh, there's one of the rabbits, though. Come back here, you little jerk. Gotcha. Alright. So he encourages his compadres to flee, which is rude, because I would like to catch them and be done with this. I feel like I'm not going to be able to do this in one try. So, but yeah, the fire flowers kind of melts away some of the snow, predictably. The only downside is I'm gonna have to basically redo this in a moment. Once I'm done, because I did not do this quickly enough, so I'm preparing for my inevitable doom here. Okay, well there's another rabbit. Would have been cool if I would have found him sooner. You basically have to kind of trick them into falling into these caverns. So we're gonna have to do this one again. Hopefully not 15 times. Alright, so what would be more fun than having to redo this from the top? I don't really quite understand the point of that little first subsection, but hey. So yeah, I feel like the one detriment to this, besides the fact that it's like not fun at all, is that you can easily get stuck on stuff, and the little hidden things, like the switches, aren't always like accessible. I think they should give you a little more time than what they give you. It's kind of brutal. I feel like there should be a switch in here, because I just don't have like the muscle memory for this, so I don't quite remember where everything is. So there's plenty of moments where I just kind of feel like I'm flailing around, which is unfortunate, because I'd like to be more comprehensive about this, but I don't have the ability to do that because I did not pre-play this, so I don't quite remember where everything is. So I could find these other switches really quickly, that'd be nice. Unlock the fire flower, get the shell going on, get my shell game. So let's keep flailing around. It shouldn't be this tough, but yeah, this mission in particular I remember really not enjoying. I think I'm gonna need more than a minute to finish this once I can find that final switch. Come on now, game. Help me out. Yeah, this one's really tricky for some reason. Yeah, I have no idea why this one gives me so many fits, but it really does. So I got myself 10 more seconds. I don't think that's gonna be enough, but we have to go through and knock all this crap out. There was one of the rabbits in here, if you remember. He traps himself there nicely. Come here, you little jerk. Runs into us. Okay, so that's a little better than last time. But we have to go back and get the fire flower every single time. I mean, you don't have to, but it definitely makes it easier to plow through the snow. Get it? Okay, so we're back at it. I wish it was a little bit more clear where the rabbits were gonna be. Because like on top of the fact that you have to find them, and like kind of corral them into these little things, you know, you don't really get a ton of time to find it. And then you have to do the final one, and you still have to go back and get the fire flower from the tank. Yeah, you have to be really quick, I think, with like the switch grabbing. That's kind of the big point. Yeah, we're gonna be doing this a third time. Hope you guys were excited for that, because I am. Yeah. The switch tomfoolery is definitely the trickier part. So hopefully this time around I can make haste. Not fool around as much. I mean, I'm really actually not fooling around. Like I'm legitimately trying to get this done as quickly as I can, but these little jerks are causing all kinds of chaos. At the very least, we're gonna take the path of least resistance in trying to find these switches. So I think this is going a little better than last time. So let's keep spinning around. That does clear the snow out a little bit, so. Alright, so we got one more. I think that they... Okay, so that was actually a lot quicker. I have doubled my time. Gave myself 50 more seconds. So that's definitely beneficial. Time to light these fools up. There's one. So there's one in the snowman. So we have to try to catch him here real quick. Sounds like we got another one there. Come on. Come on, bud. Alright. So normally they trap themselves. Don't be this guy, come on. There you go. Go back to your hole. Alright, so that's one. Let's go and get another fire flower here. There's another one right there. So we did unlock 2 already, which is good. Yeah. It'd be nice if you could roast him, have a little roast rabbit while you're at it. Get him to fall into the crevasse here. Get in there, please. Very, very please, pretty please. Very please is what I just said. This mission makes me so frustrated that I'm starting to like lose track of how to speak normally. So the final rabbit is in the chest. So I just have to get myself this fire flower, knock down the, I think, snowman that gives me the green shell. And then I have to trap the final rabbit, which I think traps itself. So that'll do it. Come here. Yes. So it's all about switch priority. If you can get the switches done and take care of those early, it saves you the time of going after these heckin' rabbits here. So that does that. Not too bad, and realistically speaking, it doesn't make the episode exceptionally long. So we're gonna go back to the observatory here and get our 85th star, which is very good. Right on track. And that's a galaxy complete. That was pretty eventful, I'd say. And we're gonna save this time because we are going to successfully complete this galaxy, this mission, and not have any more issues. So thanks for watching, everybody. I've been DMic, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.